everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Amy.
And I'm Sarah, and today we're going to be discussing Ever the Same by Steffanie Blais.
The first few minutes we're going to do a brief review of the story without any spoilers, then we're going to shift into a deeper discussion portion which is going to include lots of spoilers, but don't worry, we're going to let you know before we do shift into that deeper book discussion.
That's right. So before we do, Amy, you have a brief description of what Ever the Same is all about.
This is a second chance childhood friends to lovers story. So when tragedy brings a chance meeting at a young age, a boy and a girl become fast friends, and this is the story of their journey to find their way back to each other over time. Sarah, what did you think about Ever the Same?
I love this story because I love a friends to lovers trope. It just always, it's just one of my favorites.
Mine too.
And so this story was a little bit hard to read. These characters go through some things that was kind of torturous for me to read, if I'm being honest, because you don't really know which direction it's gonna go, you know, there for a little bit. But I loved it so much. It was just a really good story, and yeah, what did you think of it?
I loved it too. It's very engaging to me. Mm-hmm. I also love the childhood friends to lovers. That trope is one of my favorites. It always stands out to me. I always feel like they develop this rich backstory that really lends to the story and growth overall. So I really enjoyed it. All right, let's dig into our ratings. Angst.
This was a 3 for me.
Okay.
It wasn't overly it was torturous, guys, but not like, how do I say it? It was torture, but it was not agony.
It was manageable. It was not agony.
It was not agony. No, there were some components in it that kind of upped the angst. Characters make some choices, causes Sarah to get a little stressed. So I gave it a 3.
I did 2 out of 5. I felt like overall it was manageable, like you said. There are some scenes which we're going to dig into in the deeper portion that really kind of bumped it up a little bit for me, but overall I thought it was 2. All right, humor.
Humor. This was like a 2.75. I kind of felt like that was a little high.
That feels high to me. I did 1.5.
Okay. There's a character in there that's pretty funny to me.
That's true.
And so they kind of lend a lot of, when there's like some intense moments or scenes, they bring the humor. And if you can make me laugh, it just, I'm a sucker for just laughter, and I love being around people who make me laugh, and so I felt like it was a little high when I did it, but
it was pretty high.
But I laughed. I did laugh continuously throughout.
I didn't continuously.
I did.
It was kind of sprinkled throughout for me. Like I said, there's characters that lend to the humor parts, but overall the drama definitely takes precedence in this one, I feel like.
Yeah.
All right, spiciness.
Spiciness. I gave this a 3.75.
Okay.
You're shocked.
Yes, explain.
Okay, because 1, there's some serious tension, and 2, there's some like super descriptive scenes.
There are some descriptive scenes, not the spiciest we've ever read. I did 2.5.
Listen, don't misunderstand me. This is not the spiciest Mama Sarah has ever read. But there's like 2 chapters where it's just continuation of like
true.
Back to back. When you start doing back to back of like...
Okay, that's fair.
Moving on. I gave it a 3.75, folks. Is my face pink? Let's move on.
Tears.
Right now. They're coming. Okay. You're going to be like, I gave it a 4.
Oh my, what?
How could you not? Given like what these characters go through and
it's sad. To be clear, I gave it 1.5. I probably could bump it up to 1.75. It's sad. I didn't cry.
What is wrong with you? Heart of stone. We're going to come back, folks. I'm going to get her into some therapy sessions. What do you mean you didn't cry?
I didn't cry.
We're gonna talk about this more in the deeper discussion.
Overall.
Overall. Strap yourself in, Amy.
Okay.
I gave it a 4.5.
Okay, I did 4.25. I love this story.
I love this story. It is sad, folks, and it does have spice, and it does have humor.
This was a fast and easy read for me. It was very engaging. The characters are very well likable, and this was well developed. I really enjoyed this one.
I really enjoyed it too. My ratings are more accurate.
Maybe so.
I'm just kidding. It's all in fun. Okay.
All right, well, that concludes the spoiler-free quick review of this story. We're going to shift into the deeper discussion portion. If you would like to continue the discussion with us, simply click that link below, or you can search any podcast platform under Post-Book Depression. We would love to hear from you. Let us know what you think about this story. Find us on social media. You can find us on Instagram at Post-Book Depression Podcast, on Facebook in our Post-Book Depression discussion group, and you can always email us at postbookdepressionpodcast@gmail.com.